Chela, Athena Relatos, Wa'anushi. Hi, Matina Relatos, an enrolled member of the Confederated Tribes of Siletz Indians.
Athena Relatos is one of many indigenous students familiar with the high cost of college.
It's a real uphill battle. I actually lived out of my car for 3 years of my bachelor's.
She got her bachelor's degree in 2020. It took her 10 years, due in part to financial hardship. Now she's gone through 1 year of schooling for her master's degree in architecture, but she had to stop.
It's very expensive to get a master's, and my family lives on the reservation in Siletz, and and we just don't have that kind of money.
But the Oregon Tribal Student Grant is bringing some relief. The state has set aside $19 million to help indigenous students from the 9 federally recognized tribes in Oregon. The money will pay for college-related expenses, including tuition, housing, and books for next school year. State officials anticipate the money will help 700 or more students. The deadline to apply is August 1st, and funding will be given until the money runs out.
Well, all of our reservation communities are in rural parts of the state that are often not participating for different reasons with the prosperity that you might have said about Portland or Salem or Eugene. I'm Judy Bluehorse-Skelton, Nez Perce, Cherokee, and assistant professor in the Indigenous Nations Studies Department at Portland State University.
Judy Bluehorse-Skelton says Native Americans have the highest poverty rate, and a state education commission says 40% of Native Americans who apply for financial aid in Oregon still can't afford college costs despite additional financial support. Skelton says Indigenous people still struggle with the generational trauma and other fallout from historical events.
The consequences of colonization and basically a program of genocide from which we are always recovering from.
That's why both Skelton and Relatos say the grant is so important.
Just to even see that as an opportunity for us feels really good.
And while they say it is a step in the right direction, they also say more needs to be done. For instance, the grant covers members of the 9 federally recognized tribes in Oregon, but they say there are more tribes than that. Also, the grant is only for next school year, so for funding to continue, the legislature will have to come together again to approve that for subsequent years. Christine Pitawanich, KGW News.